I'm wanting to show you a quick version of a 20-minute Thai sports stretch session, because I'm fully aware that a lot of us are busy and we don't have time to get the kind of range of motion work that we need if we happen to skip a yoga session, or we don't have time to go to the gym, or various other issues. We just don't want to sit down and have a regular massage. I offer something more curtailed to men who need the deeper stretch sessions, the deeper core work that we all appreciate, even though we don't know that yet. So I'm going to run through basic steps of what I do in a 20-minute stretch session. I like to start off with testing everything, get everything loosened up, checking the legs, making sure the legs, the thighs, all the muscles are nice and relaxed before we get started. I like to stretch the shoulder right in here, using gravity to its own advantage. Do some range of motion. You okay, Steve? Do some range of motion work right here, while applying here in the shoulder joint to lock everything in place. So as I stretch, I'm going to keep on working it around, getting right here in the subscapular area. This is very, very tender area of the body. It's usually overlooked, but in my experience, a lot of trouble spots originate and or are held here in the subscapular area underneath the pectoral insertion points right in here. These areas are tender, but once they're loosened up, it feels amazing. How's that feeling, Steve? Of course, a little bit of jostling to keep everything loose. Alright. I do like to do some pec work to help loosen it up, because guys, we just don't get stretched often enough here in this pectoral insertion area. So gotta keep that loose. Get up here, underneath the shoulder joint. Release that shoulder, Steve. That way it has some range of motion. Get some of the trigger points that are commonly found on between the spine and the shoulder blade. Again, keep everything rotating. Keep rotating everything. And then I cross. I particularly like this one because I can get a hand and forearm stretch along with the elbow right here by applying this pressure point. Locks his hand into place here. Feeling alright? And from here I can do some of the more advanced stretches right about here. This looks awkward, but it feels pretty good. This right shoulder in. And again, we're doing a compressed version of this. And compression here in this insertion point. Stretch out the shoulder. Forearm stretch and a tricep stretch here, right here. Also get a different angle of the subscapular area if I choose to. And right here, I like to work the origin and insertion points, beginning and end parts of the thigh. Do some compressions here on the calf. Some way I can also get some jostulation right here, getting all the way into the lumbar area. Advanced iliotibial stretch right here. If need be, I can go down it piece by piece. A little aggressive technique, but always beneficial in my opinion. From here, I can literally walk around and get a very deep stretch on this. Right there, feel good, Steve? I can even push it a little bit further. And then I can just unwind. Rinse, lather, repeat with the opposite side. We're going to have you flip, Steve. Get this stretch in. Alright, sir, could I have you roll over? When I work the back of these, I do a lot more compression work. In. Try to loosen all these up. Here I also do a lot of compressions on the forearms. I also like to do this a lot. This helps loosen up that lumbar area that is commonly tight. Get right here into the hip joint. From here I can transition, do some jostling. Do some stretches here. I can even position it like so. Lock the knee and do some hamstring stretches and compressions. Transition in, stretch. Of course, I said this is the accelerated variation. There we are. Then we'll finish up trying to loosen up the spine. From here, I will conclude the session. Those are just some general compressions right here. Just slow everything down and bring you back to a calmer sense of state. Thank you.